Okay, give me the white pieces. Let me have a hack attack. So an FM 2094. I think Vienna actually maybe a little bit less risky than King's Engine. A lot less risky in my experience than King's Engine actually. Actually bishop b5 here. So just pressure on e5. Now if I take on e5 and then try and force bishop f3. Actually, can I just take here on c6 first? I want to damage the pawns and use the f-file. Even rook f1, I've seen that in the game recently, just rook f1. So he's getting that thing about stopping me castle, that old chestnut. But I want to play just bishop g5 and rook f1 and castle queenside. Cheekily castle queenside. It's going to play rook b8 to discourage castling queenside. There's bishop e3 as well though introduced, but rook b8 immediately stops bishop e3. So he stopped bishop g5, so I'll use bishop e3. You can't have everything. Can't stop me casting queenside and all that. Okay. Can I use the f-file now? Simple move, rook f1. Queen f5, put pressure. Oh no, that loses bishop technicality. Knight a4 here just to blockade and try and get c5 control. I think knight a4 might be justified. Hang on, queen. There's no queen d4. Hang on. So b3, b3. You could take queen d4. No, I think. Oh, he's going to take. He's going to play queen d4. Really? If I play b3 here, just in light of any potential b4 naughtiness, prophylaxis. So rook f1, rook f5, rook f1, threatening rook f6 at some point, queen h6. Keep an eye on c5. I think a lot of the GMs do that against me. They keep an eye on c5. Oh, but he's going to unblock c5 immediately. Give him the a-file. I could give him the a-file. Could be a less evil thing to do than take on b6. How does that look? I get sort of central control with knight c5, more central control, but I give him the a-file. So say knight c5 a4, can I just do king d2 and run my king over to g1? I'm going to do that for a laugh. I'm going to try and play positionally. I'm going to prove that this is more central than that. There's no knight c4 disaster, is there? Knight c4 could have been a disaster because of that pin, but otherwise this is a good plan. Get the king over here, surely. Use the a-file. Prove that this knight's more central than that one. If knight d7, maybe snap it off actually, because he's got structural damage. But rook a1 might be on the cards here. Rook a1. I think so. Play rook a1. I'll try and get my king over. Maybe it's e2 at least, away from this knight c4 business. So knight d7, do I really want to take? I think I do want my king over here for a sec. Do I want to lock these pawns? h4, h5, lock the pawns. g4 could be the prelude to stop f5. And lock down counterplay. Is that weakening enough? g4 for me? Is it? Okay, big decision. Do I take the knights off? I think I get c5 with my queen anyway. But then he'll play queen d6 to be annoying. I've got queen c4 if I'm not avoid that. So my queen's a little bit better than his queen, I hope. Now g4. Okay, so I'm trying to get a positional advantage here. Funny enough. How to do it? Okay. I can get an outside pass pawn, maybe rook a4, force an outside pass pawn. Otherwise I'll get domination of the a-file. Is it going to be a weakness, the outside pass pawn? But his two pawns are nullified by being doubled. So it would seem to be just an extra pawn in effect, this A pawn, to work with here. His double pawn's start with 1 a pawn. So I get to play A5, A6. Nope. Can I just get the queens off? Queen D5. We'll try and threaten Queen F7 to get in. No, I don't. Oh, Queen D5. I could try Queen D5. I could try Rook. Rook B1. He goes for A4 with something like Queen A6. I take and then play Rook B5. Okay, let's do this. Try and play for Rook B5. So Queen A6, I think I'll take and then play Rook B5. He takes on A4, I plays Rook C5. That's a nice rook and pawn ending. Even though I've undoubled his pawns, I've got rid of my asset. Hang on, Rook B5 here though. Don't need to undouble his pawns just yet. In fact, can I play Queen takes just to leave his pawns doubled? Wow, can I just not march my king to C4 to win this? Can it? Can it be that simple? I'm going to lose H4 and G4, but then 1, 2, 3, and he starts moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Don't tell me I've lost this king and pawn ending already. It's likely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it's my move. Okay, I'll do it. Okay. Okay, corral. Queen G8. Shootout time. Or Queen C8. I think Queen G7 for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe G7 actually is an exploitable weakness. If I can win G7, I can win F6. It'll be like a pack of cards collapsing here. I've got my passed C pawn now. So, okay. He plays something like Queen H6. I play C4. Get another head start in another pawn race. He plays King F3, I play C5. My king's already hurting the pawn. If it gets to C6, it's already in a useful spot. So what does he do here? He tries to randomize it probably. He tries to play maybe Queen C1, but I take that pawn. How do I defend C2? I'll just have to try and take another pawn, then try and defend C2 with Queen C6. Okay, pawn race again. Trying to win another pawn race. Okay, gets his king out of the way. Or does he? Is he going to play another trick? He's getting a bit shorter on time as well. His kings have to get out of the way. My king's going to have to get out of the way, but my pawn's a bit quicker than his pawn this time. Okay, do I play to D7? I don't know. I have no idea actually. I think D7 just as good as anything. It's close to F6, that's my justification. Okay, I queen another pawn. He plays check, right, maybe it wasn't that good. Okay, I'm still hurting that pawn. He's hurting his pawn, but he's getting short on time. So I queen my pawn. And he plays a check, right. Okay, can I not win this somehow? I've got an extra queen. My king comes to F6 if I have to sacrifice over there. Okay, Queen G4. Okay, so I can just take the queen here. I'm going to pawn. Win this pawn. Get my king over. It says pawns. Yeah. That wasn't so hard. Oh no, it was. like mammoth struggle. I don't know what's happened to me today. It's this part of the auto pairing. It gets, I don't know what it gets. It's just weird, isn't it? It's just creative, I think, strategy of King D2 to use the A file to try and get an advantage structurally in this ending, to try and get an outside pass pawn or get a good ending here. But unfortunately his king's coming in because I played that move G4 earlier, leaving holes in my position to exploit with his king coming in. So we get one pawn race, and then we get another, which thankfully I'm in a better position to win, the second pawn race. So I don't know if there's a moral to this. Don't know. Comments or questions on YouTube. Please subscribe to the KingsCrusher channel if you haven't already. It's free and you'll be notified of any new videos. Thanks very much.